Back. Thanks for coming back, checking out my channel. Oh, what's wrong? There's always some problem with tech, isn't there? It looks like I've lost connection or something with my mouse. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Get my free report. Everyone who subscribes gets a free Candida report. I made this nice shopping list, and if you want it, just be a sub and you'll get it. All right? Now let's talk about probiotics and weight loss. I've read so many studies now. I'm all studied out from reading studies. I'm sick of them, but many studies I've looked at involving various strains of Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus comes up all the time when it comes to weight loss. You know? Everyone's interested in weight loss. When I was a kid, the good old-fashioned weight loss was just cigarettes and laxatives. That's how people used to lose weight, as dumb as it seems. Now, people aren't interested in smoking anymore, and the laxatives are gone out down the toilet. So now, probiotics are the big thing, okay? I was prescribing probiotics to people nearly 30 years ago. I was recommending them when you could get them. You know, some companies made them here or there, but they were nowhere near as popular as they are today. Lactobacillus in particular has been linked with weight loss. The two main groups, if we look at the good kind of bacteria we have in the gut, are the Firmicutes and the Bacteroidetes. So these are the two big camps, okay, of people. A little bit like China and America, two big camps, all right? And in this case, they're not really warring each other. They sort of live side by side. But if we have a look at the balance, larger people, like very big people or obese people, tend to have more of the Firmicutes type bacteria. They need to get more of the Bacteroidetes in there. The skinnier people have more of the Bacteroidetes. So the interesting thing when you take probiotics is they start affecting changes, okay, in the composition of the microbiome. So obviously things are going to change in there when you take a probiotic. Digestion generally improves, and the camps start changing themselves slowly as the environment of the gut changes. The balance improves. This is why it's so important for you guys to eat the right kind of food and take probiotics and hopefully enzymes at the same time to affect that change in the microbiome. One study I read showed that women who took Lactobacillus regularly for several months compared to a placebo lost 50% more weight than the women taking the placebo. There's a particular hormone called GLP-1, and that is a very interesting hormone that tends to really push the body to burn fat harder and faster. And GLP-1 is increased when Lactobacillus is consumed. There's no doubt that people who eat yogurt regularly and take probiotics every day for long periods of time tend to feel better and look better than people who don't do that. Right? So the fat storage is an interesting one. Some of the Lactobacillus species, for example, accelerate the way that the body deals with fat in terms of burning it up. Other probiotics strains are particularly good at blocking the way that the body actually starts using fat for energy. So it's a block that goes on there. So there are so many mechanisms that go on. But the bottom line is this, what I want you to remember. When you eat a good diet, and particularly have some cultured or fermented foods in your diet, and support that type of food with the correct diet, because that's going to keep feeding and feeding what you're already putting into your body. When you keep doing that and get the balance right, the weight will normalize by itself, providing that this is working all right, meaning that you don't put too much stuff in there, because if you eat too much, you're going to get fat. It's as simple as that, okay? If you don't do any kind of movement and you eat too much, you're going to get fat regardless. Right? But think about it. Probiotics do form a very healthy part of a diet. If you're not interested at all in any kind of sauerkraut or yogurt, please take a probiotic regularly if you do have weight issues and watch what happens. Okay, it's quite incredible. Thanks for tuning in, as usual. Now let's see if I can turn this video off. Looks like my mouse ain't